Hi, Christina here. So I decided to make a series of videos of my ideas and tips I have around art making, and I decided also to do it in English so I can reach a broader audience, and I hope my Swedish followers are okay with that. And today's topic is collage. And I have three different ways that I use collage. And one of the ways is something that I use a lot, and that is to use it to create like an interesting pattern in the background of a painting. So I will look for different types of magazines to find text and letters in different fonts and sizes. And I will also look for old documents, sheets of music, crosswords, old maps, etc. And since I use this quite a lot, I've come up with a little trick to make my process more effective. So here I'm flipping through a chocolate magazine, and I'm actually in this one with picture and some text about me because I had a chocolate shop for a few years. Imagine that. Here I found some really good text with one font. Here I found another font. Really big letters. It's very, very useful. And here's some smaller ones that I really like. And I take a copy of each selected page and I copy onto black and white. And I also save newspapers from different countries. Here's a French newspaper, and this is a copy I got of the New York Times. I really love the font for the New York Times. And rather than cutting out my words and letters, I like to rip them out. I think it gives a better look in a way. So here I have two pages full of different rip outs, you can see here, and now it's just time to glue them down. I use a regular glue stick and I put it onto a protective paper just because I can then glue it all the way out to the edges and not smear anything onto my table. And then I keep going with each piece until it's done. And I copy. Now I make several copies of each. So here I have a whole stash of collage papers, and the so-called originals I usually put them in a plastic folder so I can save them, so when I run out of collage papers I can just go back and copy some more. And now for my artwork I can just choose whatever I like. From here I can rip out a word. It doesn't have to be a full word either. If I can just choose some letters if I want. This time I pulled out Times and California. And in this piece here I use the bigger letters. You can see I've ripped that word apart, and I also use some other type of colored collage here. And I use matte medium as a glue, and I use it under the collage piece and on top also, and then I paint with transparent paint. And in this finished piece you can see how the words are like shining through. Another way to use collage is a way that I think most people probably first think of when they hear the word collage, and that is to cut out different images and objects and then assemble them in a new way to make a new picture. And I'm going to show you a way to do this. Here I have a mixed media painting of a girl on watercolor paper, and I make a color copy of this one. And I start cutting her out. And I found this beautiful parrot in the magazine, so what I do is I take a photocopy of that too, and I just start to cut out a single one. And I found this cat that I really like, and I have now a little bit of an idea. I'm gonna have the parrot sitting on her head, and then I'm gonna have the cat around her neck. So I'm cutting up, you know, between the neck and the hair, so there will be more room to stick the cat around her neck. Let's see how this is gonna work out. Well, it works so. I need to make a little bit more cut into the cat to really fit it around her neck. So, pretty pleased there. And so now I'm just gonna glue the cat onto her shoulders, so it will become like one single piece. And I have a black colored paper which is quite sturdy that I'm going to use as background here. And then I make sure I put her in a position where the parrot can fit on top and also give it some margin. And now I'm just trimming the end here. And there goes the parrot. And now what I can do is I can add some shading, some highlights, some details around, and just play with it. And this is the final creation. And a third way to use collage is actually to use collage as paint. And what I mean is you actually use the color of the collage pieces to paint the picture. And I'm going to show you how I've done this. This time around I'm actually flipping through the magazines to look for beautiful colors, different colors, pieces. I like to find all kinds of use of colors, small pieces, big pieces that I could use. And even if I find something like here, a really nice pattern, I can use that too. And you can see my very messy table. It's a very messy way to create with collage this way. And you can also see what it looks like halfway through the process when all these pieces are put there together. And in this final painting you can see I've used also acrylic paints and some pens for the finished results. I hope you found this useful, and if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I wish you all a lot of time for creativity. Bye for now.